Hi, I'm Illy. I'm here with my colleague PJ. We're at the SCSP's offices in Crystal City, and we're here to talk to you about today's newsletter. When PJ and I started our journey getting into the artificial intelligence world, we published this major report in March of 2021, and we had one line that talked about the artificial general intelligence. Little did we know that a couple of years later, this might be as close as we get to AGI since the release of ChatGPT model in 2022.
Yeah.
And since then, PJ, as you know, we've seen so many powerful models, big models that are changing the daily life of how we do work, how we're going to shape the economy, and ultimately national security. So I think for us as SCSP, getting into the space of AGI is going to be really important. And so we will have some cool things that we will announce on the space, some important projects. But over to you to talk about today's newsletter.
Yeah, Lee, thank you so much. This newsletter is really designed to provide a simple, accessible, general survey of 3 megatrends that are sort of leading towards this AGI future that we think is so important to get organized for. Trend number 1 is just the general march of the large language models. I mean, they're getting better, faster, not necessarily cheaper, but better and faster. And as that march continues, they have more and more general properties. And of course, there's a famous piece written about this when GPT-4 was released that a lot of scientists, including one that was near and dear to our heart that we worked with, who basically said you can see through this model sort of the lens and the shape of what general artificial intelligence would look like. The second megatrend, however, that's moving is not the LLMs themselves, but many of these novel paradigms that are combining to give AI more general features. For example, there is work that gives an AI system something like human memory called context strings. There's something like human reasoning called chain of thought and other techniques to do that. There's something that gives an AI system something like the ability to do strategy called scaffolding. There's even something that's giving it something like human senses if you think of multimodality and the ability to take in data from different sensors, but use them as one like the human mind does. So not to anthropomorphize the system, there are features that are getting more and more human-like, and therefore that is megatrend 2. Megatrend 3 is really, those are the tip of the iceberg. Underneath it, the very fundamental technologies that make AI systems, like the AI cluster, are also transforming. So we see a world where advanced compute will be on the side alongside these AI capabilities like quantum computing. We talk about what does it look like when energy becomes cheaper, potential fusion breakout, which we're focused on. And so when you add the trend of the models, the trend of the novel paradigms, and the fundamental changing of the AI stack itself, that is how we see AGI coming, perhaps in this presidency.
The last point, PJ,
Yeah.
why we think this is important is that the next 4 years, whoever wins the White House, they will have to deal with this issue. And that's why we call it the AGI presidency. And that's why we think this is important.
For sure. And we need to be positioned and organized for it.